So that was a local, any maybe you can create any of your zones, okay, in your environment. Probably I will also show you some of the zones in the F5 as well. So we will be doing couple of the lab using the F5 today, and that is named as accelerated DNS resolution. Okay. So let's start maybe with listener. What is listener? Can anybody let me know?
That listens DNS queries.
Right. So listener is the one who listen over the DNS queries. That is correct. Then for listener, give me a minute. For listener, you have couple of options I told you last time. Like we can create the listener by that way and by different ways. What are those? Anybody?
Yeah, I think it's one is the self IP,
Right.
and
When we have standalone.
that's correct. And when we have HA, then we can floating IP, use floating IP in between
Right.
those two. Okay. And
Right.
when we have a pool of appliances, then we can use Anycast.
Anycast, right. For that, routing need to be named.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. And accelerated DNS resolution, why required? If you remember, last time I showed you that when I am pointing my DNS server to the Linux directly, my resolutions are working fine. So why I want GTM even then? Why I want one extra hop?
So that it can cache and serve locally.
So you are right. We can say it bit like due to speed, security, right? So
Yeah.
for the speed and for the security features to be enabled, we required GTM. Okay. And even on GTM, there is not only a single way. Okay, there are a couple of ways. Let me show you. Let me open a slide. Okay. So you are able to see the screen? Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah.
So if you see the resolution decision flow, it required a couple of steps. Like at the very first time, you can see the query will arrive on the listener. After the listener, it will check either do we have the wide IP or the name and or alias is available. If yes, maybe probably we will go for the wide IP very first time. Okay, but if that is not there, we will check the DNS express zone. Okay, then again, you guys are not aware about these features. It's perfectly fine. We will be gonna talk about them later or sooner. Okay, but yeah, these are the decision flow how your F5 will work. Then if DNS express zone is also not available, it will check either the listener has a pool. If listener has a pool, it will just load balancing the query to the pool members. And who would be the pool members? Your Linux servers or your local servers. Okay. Then
Yep.
you can configure the F5 to support as a local bind. Means your F5 can also act as a local bind server, like we did on the Linux server. Remember?
Yep.
Same way we can configure our F5 also, but that is not a good thing. But yeah, you can do it. Okay, so it will forward to the local instance of the bind. Even if that option is not available, then it will forward host to the listener address, and it will see that do we have some outside, means it will act as a local resolver. Remember the resolver, what is the resolver way, or what is the resolver role?
Yep. It will resolver will hold that records, resource records.
Right. So resolver will do the resolution from the root server, then top level, then second level, third level, and ultimately will go to the authority server. So that is the flow. That is the flow how we will be gonna use. And yeah, DNS cache will also come into the picture in these things. What are the DNS cache? Probably I will show you through the practical also. Okay, but yeah, DNS cache will also get in used within this process. The same process what I explained, it is showing about the in the like flowchart. Okay, listener. We talked about the listener in a great detail last in the our last class, that what can be standalone, redundant pair, forwarding queries to other DNS servers, or maybe any cast. So these all things we have discussed. I hope there should not be any question to anybody. If you have, please ask. Any question in this particular slide?
GTM. Oh, sorry, it's gone.
Okay.
GTM option. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
Right?
What's that non-GTM address of existing DNS server?
We will talk about that. Non-GTM
Okay.
means which are not F5-DNS.
Okay.
Again, this is the same thing what we talked. Probably I am just going through all of the slides, so you can see this is the same thing what we discussed last time.
Yep.
GTM listener for any cast, we require these kind of modules. That is again fine. How to configure listener? You can see over the screen what is the way to configure the listener. So when you are when you wanted to create a listener, just create the self IP first. Within the same self IP, you can create the IP of your listener also. So you can see in the destination, this IP should be matching up with your self IP. Okay.
So do we need to first configure a self IP, or it can be
Yeah,
done
yeah.
directly from the
Create,
listeners option?
create the self IP. Okay, that is a good way. So give me a minute. Let me log in on the F5 and let me restore the configuration, whatever we did in the last class, right?
Yep.
So that we can configure from directly from there only. It will take a minute. It's taking so much time. What happened? Otherwise, I need to, wipe out the configuration.
Okay. Configure. Oh, okay.
Mhm. Let me go with it. If it helps. Okay, now there is nothing. Maybe if I'm not wrong, our VLAN configuration should also get wiped out. Right. So let us quickly do that again. Okay. We had the external. Okay. External 1.1, it was untagged, add, repeat, maybe one for internal, it is 1.2, again untagged, add, and finished. Oh, external is tagged one. Okay. Let us see the VLAN here. Good. Now, have we created the self IP last time? Yes or no?
I mean, what do you mean, like in the lab, you're saying?
Yeah, in the lab. Did we do that?
We did, yes.
Let me do again quickly. Internal 10, 10, 30, 21. This time it is internal. Allow default. Finished. Let me create for the listener separately. Okay.
Okay.
Take any name. Maybe let me use like that. ext, and it is listener. For listener, I am using the for the external because I am using the subnet. So I am using 10, 10, 20, 11. Okay. Same subnet external, and I can say allow default. And in this case, but obvious standalone, I am using non-floating. So here is the configuration. I hope configuration should not be any problem to anybody.
So you have created a separate listener IP, right? Yeah.
I just created the self IP only, but self IP I created a different self IP for the listener because I will be gonna use this IP as a listener.
As a listener. All right. Yeah. All good.
But this is the self IP only. Okay.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah. But we will solely using it for a listener.
Listener. That is the reason I just put it extra. Okay. Now root NetMinion. Let me just quickly check my connectivity. Let me ping my 10.10.30.5. This is my what?
Your server, so Linux server.
Linux server. So it means my internal connectivity is fine. It means my external connectivity should be also fine because my interfaces are only two, right? What I selected in the VLANs. If you see, these are the interfaces, right? So it means it should be fine. I'm assuming so. In your lab also, whenever you are making any changes, please check the connectivity. Okay. Before making any lab. So you can see we just created these things. Okay. Now, what next? We need to create the listener. How to create the listener? Go to the DNS. Okay. In the delivery, can you see there are a couple of options? And the very first option is listener. Go to the listener list. Currently it is blank. So just create a listener. Hit on the create button. Give any name like you can give external listener also, or maybe let me give EMEA. Okay, we have EMEA DNS listener. Description, whatever you wanted to give, you can give, but yeah, only this thing is important. Can you see this IP is what?
Self IP.
Right. So same self IP I am using here, and probably there is. Can you see there is something named as DNS default pool? Okay. So before going there, I wanted to ask you what is virtual server? Virtual server concept of our LTM. What is that?
It's actually virtual server is like a listener itself, right? And it listens for all the traffic and act as a proxy IP address for the backend servers.
And how it is aware what are my backend server?
With monitoring.
No.
Oh, it is pool. Okay, you have to create
Right.
a pool for that. Yeah.
Right. So with using a And monitoring is the part to monitor.
Monitor. Yeah. Service availability.
Similarly, listener is bit like same. You can use a listener where all the traffic will come, and you can apply a pool on that. Pool can have different pool members, and you can again apply the health monitors. Is this fine?
Yeah.
So what are these named as? Backend server 1 in the F5 terminology? What are these?
Node.
Yes, these are nodes. And when it come to the pool, it will be pool
Pool
member.
members. Yeah.
So if we need to create the pool in this, first what we need to create? We need to create the nodes. So first let me make it finished. Okay. I just clicked on finish. And let me go to the command prompt. Okay. And go to the interactive NS lookup. Let us say server 10.10.30.5, which is my direct Linux server. And I am saying here, resolve the NetMinion training.com. The last one, what we, okay, maybe spelling mistake. The last what we configured, right? And probably let me check if I have created with admin also. Yeah. So you can see resolutions are working fine. But if I will go to the server 10.10.20.11, what is that?
This listener.
Listener, right? And if I will try to resolve this, will the resolution happen?
No,
Why?
it doesn't exist.
What does not exist? Admin, NetMinion training exists. You can see it exists.
It exists on the local DNS.
Local DNS. But F5 GTM is not aware like how I should reach to that particular device. For the same, the very first way, what I am telling you, there are different ways actually. Okay, we will be going to talk about them one by one. But the very first way is applying the pool. Okay, getting this point? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
So go to the delivery. Under the delivery, can you see this load balancing?
Yeah.
Go to the load balancing. Under the load balancing, you can see the nodes. Click on nodes. Okay, hit the create button. Whatever name you wanted to give, you can give that. Maybe name is not showing me. Here you go. EMEA server 1. What is the IP? 10.10.35. Okay. Health monitor, let it be not default and click on repeat. Similarly, create the second also. EMEA server 2. What is the IP? 36. Click on finished. There are two nodes which I got created over here under the delivery option of DNS. Any doubt to anybody?
No.
So these are the end nodes, right? The servers.
The okay. If you see these are the two. Let me
These
show
are
you.
the, okay.
Let me show you. Okay.
So these are the DNS server, not the actual application servers, right? Or are we running the application on top of it?
No. We are just talking about DNS.
Okay.
So if you see 10.10.35, can you check?
10.10.35. Yeah. Yeah.
And if you see, watch again the nodes. What IP we are using?
5 and 6. Yeah.
Okay. So 6 I am least bothered because our practical will work even by one, right?
Mhm.
Now we created the nodes. What's the second part? You tell me, guys.
Pool.
Right. Create the pool. Again, delivery, load balancing. Can you see this pool? go to the pools. Okay. Hit create button. Here. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Here. So we are creating this pool for whom? Where we will apply this pool?
To listener.
Yes. So I just give the name email listener pool. For the time being, let me apply the health monitor as TCP, right? Because the backend Linux servers, I don't know to whom, like what are the ports open, what are the things which are not open. So you need to remember that what kind of thing you are using. So just apply the TCP. Load balancing, let it be same. Go to the node list. So we have the EMEA server, and what should I select here?
53.
Yeah, because DNS work on 53.
And similar way, we can also set up a monitor with this, isn't it? 53.
Just give me a minute. We will
Okay.
do that.
All right.
So this is our pool. Let us click on the pool, and we can see it is available. So one of them is down, but obvious that will not come up. The second one you can see is available.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, very easy, right?
Yep.
Now, just one update maybe before moving further. In November, we are running with an LTM batch. If your friends are interested, okay, please do let us know.
What version of LTM you will be using in the lab?
We can use any version, upgrade it. If
17.
Let us say if in your lab it is 13, okay, just suppose you
Okay.
upgrade it, you can upgrade.
Because with the version, I think they're becoming because honestly, like
Only ASM has some issues, okay,
Okay.
with the security policies and all, but rest of the things probably it will never, make noise in the LTM especially.
Yeah, but they're making it more. They will introduce more features and everything.
Right. They will. But like how many features we are using in our day-to-day life, that also matters.
Mm.
But if there is something, you just do give me the list. Probably I will surely check on that.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. So if you see here, one of the pool member is up. What is the last point, guys? Now,
Call that pool, bind it with the listener.
very good. So you are giving me all the answers. See, we need to go to the load balancing. Here is the pool, but obvious persistence is also there, but we will not work on that currently. And now, again, if I will check here, the last time it was not resolving, right? Let me hit an upper arrow and put enter. Again, timed out. That is the issue. And I know what is the issue, but I wanted to show you. So I will troubleshoot it with you guys just to show you what is the issue. Okay. In the last, I will tell you. There is only one small thing, very, very small thing. Okay. I
Clear
will be
the DNS,
sorry.
clear the DNS cache.
Clear the DNS cache. That is a good point. Although that is not an issue, but yeah, I will clear that. DNS. Now let me go to the NS lookup. Then server should be the listener IP 10.10.20.11, and then whatever IP address. So here we go.
Can you go to the GTM and properties?
In the listener, you mean listener?
Where yes.
Okay.
Where did you define this host name?
Oh, no. Host name is not here. This host name is in the Linux box. Okay, let me tell you about what we did. Probably that will helpful for your troubleshooting. What I did is, there is a Linux server. On this Linux server, I put the bind services. Within the bind services, I created a zone. That zone is netminiontraining.com. Now, there is a PC which act as a console PC also and external user also. What I did, when I tried as an external user and putting my DNS server as Linux machine and resolving the zone like NetMinion training.com, it is getting resolved very efficiently. The next point is, I should have the accelerated accelerated DNS. So I put the F5-GTM device in between and like that. Here, what I did, I created a listener. And here, I created the pool. Within that pool, this is my pool member. My pool is up because my pool member is up. My listener is also up. But somehow, this part is working. Whereas, if I want to resolve the same query, okay, NetMinion training.com, it is not working here. What could be the possible cause? That is my question.
Is it something to do with the NAT?
NAT.
SNAT?
SNAT. Very, very good. Let me go in the advanced. Source address translation is none.
Yeah.
Let me use SNAT, sorry, automate. Okay. Update it. Is it fine?
Yep.
Should I check now?
Yes.
Let me open a new session. So you are very close to that. Very good. This is one of the option in the virtual server also. You guys always stuck if you don't put this SNAT configuration because routing is not enabled yet, right? So that is the issue. If I will go to the NS lookup and if I will put the server again 10.10.30.5 directly, which is my Linux server. And if I wanted to resolve one of the domain, where is I need to do again admin.netminion.com. You can see it is resolving very fast. Okay, because one query only, so it will be fast. 10 what is that? 20.11. This is my listener IP. My question to you, if I will put enter, what should be the response?
Yeah, it should resolve now to the domain because we already have a zone over there.
Okay, Deepak, what do you think?
I think it won't work.
It won't work. And what could be the reason? Because you are asking, huh?
So do we have a because we can send the request to the self IP and it can auto map. How about the reverse route?
That's working. That's working.
That's working. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure then.
In the Linux, if you remember, in the Linux you can go anywhere. Let me show you.
If you keep this topology open, just for a minute, if you can bring that page.
I will. First, let me show you this clear.
Mhm.
Ping 10.10.20.11. Let us say. Can you see?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now, if you want to ping anything from here, that will work because Linux routing part is already taken care.
Yeah. Okay.
So see,
Then it should be good.
yeah. So reverse routing is not a problem. Here is the topology.
Yeah. So we'll generate a request from this workstation. It will come to the router to network switch, and from switch, you'll go to the F5. We have configured SNAT, so it will redirect the request. How will it go to? So is it reachable 10.10.20.11 from workstation?
Yes, it is. Let us check that as well.
Yeah.
Ping 10.10.20.11.
Okay. So I think it should work now. Not sure what else it could be.
Deepak, do you have anything?
I'm thinking of wide IP.
Wide, no. See, wide IP will not come into the picture for, let us say, 1 or 2 class.
Okay. So you are just load balancing between the two DNS servers.
Yeah. I am showing you different options, right?
Okay.
Yeah. It should work now.
Okay. Deepak, any other
Test.
things?
You can test.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and test.
Let me put enter.
Oh, again, hang on.
Not working.
How about have you updated your PC settings with the new DNS server? Do we need to do that?
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
What DNS server is configured on your workstation?
No, workstation we have 10.10.20.11. You can see.
20. Oh,
This-
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure then.
Problem is in front of you. It is saying timeout. Are you able to ping it?
Yeah, we
sorry?
already pinged it.
Ping. Yeah, we checked that.
I already checked that. Timing out. It's going to F5. F5 is further forwarding it to.
Can we see the statistics if it is
Why
going?
not? That is a good thing. So let me go to the listener. Let me go to the statistics. Traffic is coming.
In, out.
And in the pool,
In the pool you want to go? Okay. Here you go.
Yeah.
connections. Excellent.
Let me reset them and send the query again just to show you. Although I created the lab with you guys only, but yeah, it's all right. Let me just do it again. Okay. And refresh. Can you see?
Yeah.
So it is coming to the, it is increasing also. Let me just hit upper arrow and check again. See. Okay. It's the time to capture the traffic then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us do that. You guys will tell me the command. What I should do.
For packet capturing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it TCP dump?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. TCP dump and interface.
Let it be on all. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Let me put all host 10.10.20.11 or host 10.10.30.21 or host 10.10.30.5.
Yeah.
What is that? Anybody?
20.1, 30. What is that? That's your internal.
Internal self, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let me show you.
Okay. Yeah, got it. 21, 20, 21, 30, 21. Yeah, all good. All the self
Okay.
IPs.
What next I need to do? Verbose and let it write on the maybe where temp and give any name, yeah. Maybe DNS today is 25th dot pcap.
Yep.
Okay. Initiate the queries again. See, we are getting the traffic here. Can you see here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the count is keep on increasing. Maybe let me go to the netminiontraining.com also. See, count is increasing, right?
Yeah.
Let me break this by pressing Control C. How I can pick this?
It's
What
in
I-
the temporary directory pcap.
No.
So-
How I will open it in the Wireshark?
You have to download it according to me.
From where?
The only thing I know is like through the WinSCP, but I'm not sure if we can do some other way.
No.
Yeah.
Let's go to the VNCP. I just wanted to check actually, because
Okay.
end to end you guys should be aware.
Right.
So let me go to the root, then where, oh yeah, where, temp, okay, and where is my, this is my file, right? Let me put here. Probably my older class also there. Let me just delete. We have this DNS 25, right?
Yeah.
Now, let me open Wireshark. File, open, and the same file. Now you please let me know what I need to do, how to check, what should I check here, so that I can, find out where is the issue.
I would say just check for DNS queries.
Okay, what should I do?
Make a filter.
Simple. Write down DNS and put enter. Okay. So it will filter out for the DNS only. You can see there are a lot of queries. If you see,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
are some R query, TCP queries. What are these queries? Can anybody let me know?
Those could be your monitors.
Yes. There can be monitor things also. Okay. Let me now again apply the DNS. Okay. Go ahead. What should I check?
Source is here. Is it a 150.2? Is it your workstation? Is it?
Let us see. I don't know even. I config. Sorry, spelling mistake. So
Yeah.
here you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's hitting your self IP address, destination that. And if you can open this DNS thing.
Let me click here, go to the DNS. Here you go.
Okay. It's saying it's type A record. It can see queries for this NetMinion. Can you open that coin?
Why not?
Type A.
Should I follow this? Yes or no? Should I follow this?
Oh, yes.
So let me follow this.
Oh, okay. Not
There is
sure what
only,
it is.
okay, you are not sure. Let me tell you then. What happened is, there is a stream, okay? Always there is a stream whenever some packet will flow. And there can be n number of streams in your packet. When you are checking this DNS, in this DNS, there can be n number of streams.
Yeah.
This stream can be independent to this stream. What I can do, I just click here, right click, follow, and I will just say, because it is UDP, so I will say UDP stream. This is my first packet. Line number 13. Let me check. Do we have one also? Yes, we have one also. What that is talking about?
30. Oh, it's self IP. That's external self IP. Oh, sorry, the internal self IP. 31.1. So it's actually doing SNAT here
That's good.
and sending it back to telnets.
how you come to that decision?
Because source is changed now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What is SNAT? Then I need to ask this question.
SNAT is basically like when you have a deployment, one leg deployment or
Only
logic,
for one leg?
one leg or out of path deployment. And
So you mean it can be any? It can be one arm or two arm both, right?
yes, it could be. Yeah, that's correct. But it's not physically inlined in the network.
It can be. That is what I am saying. It can be one arm or it can be two arm, both.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
SNAT is independent to that. Very first thing.
All right. Yeah.
But still my question is not clear. Your question is not clear. Like how you defined by checking out this line that SNAT is working.
SNAT is working. Because initially the request came from 10.10.105 IP address, that was workstation. As soon as it and the destination, yeah, this one, and destination was 10.10.20.11. That is our self IP address. Now after that, oh, okay, that's strange. So now source is internal self IP, but destination is still 20.11.
Deepak, you are so quiet. Okay, maybe you are in office. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. But are you getting these points? What we are doing? Just yes
Yeah.
or no?
Packet capture is quite difficult to understand for me.
Okay.
But I'm trying. Netting, how it says netting on that end.
So let me tell you, SNAT is not working. By checking out these two packets, I can come to the point that SNAT is not working. Now you need to tell me why I am telling you that.
Can we go to 0?
Why not?
It is going to the same port F53.
Sorry, what you are speaking?
I'm saying that the destination is still the same.
Destination is?
Still same.
Okay, what it should be?
It should be the Linux servers.
It should be, sorry?
The Linux servers.
DNS server. Right. So that is again not a concern here. My concern is I am saying SNAT is not working. How I am giving that statement? That is my question. My question is clear to both of you?
So you selected SNAT as auto map, right, over there?
Right, that is correct.
And by definition, when it will translate the traffic, or sorry, the packet or the source header, then it will put the exit interface IP address, self IP address.
Are you sure?
So
Are you sure?
if it is auto map, then yes, that should be the case. If you haven't
Okay,
defined
okay,
anything.
let me tell you. There are
Mhm.
two things. One is SNAT, one is DNAT. What is the difference between them two?
One is for the source translation, others
Mhm.
for the destination.
Okay,
SNAT is static NAT and D is dynamic.
right. So in this packet, what kind of translation you are expecting?
Both source and destination. I mean, our destination is not 10.10.20.11. Destination
That's
is
true. That's true. That's true. Destination is not that. That is correct. But source, in any case, if you will not make, okay, let me tell you. Maybe what I'm trying to tell you, you're still not getting my point. Let me select none. Update it. Okay. Now, let me go again and just say hyphen. And let me capture some more graphics. Okay. Now let's download again. Are we getting some changes here?
yeah. So what did you do? Like, because source and destination are same now.
See. Now, if I'm following one stream, can you see there are two packets?
Yeah.
In the stream one, do we have? Yeah, again, there are two packets. So source is not getting changed. That is your SNAT. But what is your DNAT? Are you getting my point? What I wanted to tell you? Here also you see. See. SNAT is working properly, but there is something with your
Destination.
Are you getting my point? What I wanted to talk with you guys. SNAT is working properly now. If you see the new packet flow here, where I didn't perform the SNAT, sorry. If you check here, the source is same. Destination is also same. In the previous packet, the source is getting changed, but the destination is same. So somehow we need to look upon what? DNet. Yes or no? See, troubleshooting I'm talking about that how you need to check. What is the issue? SNAT is working properly now. So you don't focus on the SNAT again and again. You just see the another perspective, that is DNAT. Yes or no? Question is clear or no?
Okay.
Okay. Let us resolve this mystery. Only a single point. You will feel like that, okay, it is nothing. But yeah, I wanted to show you, that is the reason. You will go apply the automap one thing. In your LTM, these two box already by default checked marked, but in your DNS, it is not. Do it. And by that way, if you will see now, okay, if you will go to the command prompt, maybe let me go to the another command prompt, ns lookup, go to the server 10.10.20.11 and do admin.netminion training.com. Here you go. Clear? See, things are very short. I could say that, okay, check mark them and do it likewise. But I wanted to show you what are the concepts. Now, let me capture the traffic again. And just to show you, let me capture by 2. Okay. Admin NetMinion training, probably let us do for NetMinion training also, or maybe whatever you wanted to do. Control C. Again, go to the VNSCP, login to file, get it here. Go to the Wireshark, open to go to the DNS. And here you see, buddies, can you see these 4 packets end to end? 10, 100, 152 sent to 10, 10, 20, 11. What is this? What is this?
DNS query.
No, what is this?
Your system.
System. What is this?
Listener,
Listener. What is this?
internal self IP,
What is this?
Linux server.
Again, Linux server sending to whom? To self
Back to
IP.
listener. Yeah.
Listener sending to whom? Back to?
Workstation.
This is your stream.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that part. My mic was got stuck. So what was the fix for this problem?
Yeah. These 2 options in your LTM already checked marked, enabled. Okay. But in DNS, you need to do it explicitly.
Port translation as well. Okay. Why do we need to do port translation?
You just see from here.
No, I mean, address translation is fine, but why
Even
port
address translation, even address translation will work. Let me show you.
Okay.
Okay, I did that, but let me show you.
Yeah.
Okay, do it, and again, maybe exit from here. Config flush DNS. Then go to the server and look up server 10.10.20.11 and whatever you wanted to do. See.
Yeah.
Okay, that will work. I just maybe enable that. Okay, but it will work because ultimately it is DNS query only end to end.
Yeah. So that means now although we haven't done any address mapping for 10.10.20.11 with the that FQDN for the net training.com.
For the zone, yeah, for the zone netminion.training.com. But over the GTM, we are telling there is a pool. Go to the pool. See, let me tell you. Again, you go to that flow. Where is that flow? This flow. Let me just bring it out. Okay. On which point we are? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth point we are.
Yep.
Got this point? I need to talk about it, buddies. But in the another class,